till we're done for. You lie awake and I can't sleep.
Hey sunflowers, I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in so long, but this is going to be my first celiac disease update. So if you have not already watched my celiac disease story video, you can click the icon somewhere over here, and I would suggest you watch that before you actually watch this video. So this update video is going to serve as like a follow-up video for that, but also to expand on some things that I didn't quite mention in my celiac disease story video. One of the first things that I would like to mention is that I'm eating gluten-free now, completely 100% gluten-free. It has been the bane of my existence. It's something that has been really hard to do, but I've just been kind of putting my best foot forward and just trying to tackle it as best I can. It definitely has felt like a setback for me, but I know that health-wise it's going to be more of a step forward, so I'm just trying to make it through I guess like the trial phases of it, and just finally getting used to, you know, actually being gluten-free. I've only been eating gluten-free for like 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 months. It's hard because obviously, you know, having to eliminate gluten completely out of your diet, eating out, and just like all that stuff, just always having to cook for yourself is just really like, I don't want to say it's annoying. It's something I enjoy, but I don't enjoy doing it all the time. So it becomes a nuisance at times, and it's kind of just like really hard in that aspect. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, there's not much more to really say on that. I mean, yes, it's going to be hard, but it's just something that I have to do, so I've just been trying to get through it. Some of the symptoms that I did not mention in my celiac disease story video that I would really like to mention now, just in case it helps anyone. So I had a few symptoms when I started noticing how my body reacted to gluten. So the first part of that is all mentioned in my celiac disease story video, but the parts that are not mentioned in it are more like recent, like probably last year to this year, just like reactions that I felt my body start having anytime I did eat gluten. The first symptom, I guess you could say, that I would like to mention is heart palpitations. So basically what I would realize is that I would eat something that has gluten in it, let's say chips or whatever, and then I would lay down and then my heart would palpitate like crazy. Like, so my heart would really race a lot, and it didn't only happen when I was laying down, but that was the most often it would happen, is when I was laying down. That I really wanted to mention because I think, you know, everyone's still trying to figure out more about this celiac disease thing, and I feel like I'm realizing more and more that there are different triggers not triggers, but there are different reactions that people might have. So heart palpitations was definitely one, and I can definitely attribute that to eating gluten. The second one is eczema. So it was really weird. This didn't happen till late last year that I started realizing that I was getting eczema on different parts of my body. It was really like small patches of eczema. And I mean, I used to have eczema when I was a baby, like maybe to like toddler age, but that was about it. So it was really weird when I started realizing that I was getting eczema again, and it went away completely after being gluten-free. So yeah. The third thing that I would like to mention in terms of like bodily reactions to gluten is anxiety. So this I really touched on. I kind of already touched on this in my celiac disease story video about how, you know, anxiety, depression, just the things that come with celiac disease and having issues with your digestive system. If you don't already know, the saying or phrase is, you know, your feelings are in your gut. So you eat how you feel, kind of thing, or you feel how you eat, I should say. And that's really true because your digestive system has its own little nervous system in it. So if you're not eating right, or your body is not reacting to what you're eating, you know, in a good way, then you're not going to feel good either. Anxiety definitely comes with it. I guess an update with that is, I mean, I don't take any medication or anything like that for anxiety or depression. Depression wise, I've been okay. Anxiety, well, it probably doesn't help that I was just in a car accident last weekend. So that honestly really like piqued my anxiety. I mean, everyone's okay. It was me and my sister in my car. Everyone's okay, but it just literally felt like such a traumatic event. I feel like anxiety just automatically comes with celiac disease. You can let me know your personal experience if you have celiac disease yourself and you're watching this video. Oh, and another update, I guess I can say. So in my previous video, I did mention that my mom is sensitive to gluten. And that one of my sisters and my dad, they both have lupus. But recently my dad also found out that he is sensitive to gluten as well. So I feel like I should mention that both of my parents have gluten sensitivity. Neither of them have celiac disease, but I have celiac disease. So just in case you might be with child and maybe you're sensitive to gluten, I would definitely, and maybe your partner is as well, I would definitely suggest, you know, you do those tests on your child and, you know, the blood work necessary to, you know, just make sure that everyone is eating the way that they should. With these autoimmune diseases, you really just can't, it's like the possibilities are endless, not more so in a positive way, but like more so in a negative way, where you just don't know what part of your body it's going to necessarily affect. Even if it usually affects one part of your body, everyone is completely different. So you always just have to make sure you're really in tune to yourself and make sure that you're paying attention to the changes that your body is showing you. You don't want to have any doctor tell you, you know, just group you into an unknown category. I would say definitely keep an eye out for all those different things. If you have celiac disease and you're still eating gluten, I would highly suggest you stop and just try out eating gluten-free. I know there are a lot of different articles and skeptics about, you know, well, does it really help you? I feel personally that if you're sensitive to gluten, that's a different story. I feel like it's a completely different story. But for me, myself, just looking at all my blood work and just everything, yeah, celiac disease, no, I'm not playing any games. I'm not eating gluten. I'm not super crazy when it comes to cross-contamination, but I haven't had any issues in regards to that. So in regards to like me and myself, like what I cook at home, everything is gluten-free. But like say when I go to a restaurant, I don't necessarily make sure it's gluten-free. I mean, if it's bread and stuff, like, yeah. But if it's like a veggie burger, I'm not gonna ask if it's gluten-free or not. You understand? So basically, if it's something that's like, because I'm vegetarian, so let's say I eat at a restaurant and usually I get this like black bean burger. I never ask if it's gluten-free or not. I just make sure I don't have a bun with it. So as of right now, I haven't had any issues with that. I'm not trying to promote it and say that it's okay, but I'm just, you know, reflecting on my experiences, and that's kind of what I've been doing in regards to like eating out. So if it's something like French fries, sweet potato fries, whatever, those are things that I feel comfortable eating without it necessarily saying it's gluten-free or not. And in regards to any updated blood work, I haven't gone to the doctor and updated my blood work in like, not a year yet, but it's getting close to a year. So I'm definitely going to go in and get some blood work, and that'll probably be my next celiac disease update, unless anything major happens in a good or bad way. Until that time, that's probably when my next update is going to be. But you can stay tuned for more celiac disease or gluten-free oriented kind of videos. I do want to do a what I eat in a day video, and just, you know, different things. I'm going to keep my celiac disease and celiac chef series still on this channel. I don't feel like it's necessary for me to make a separate channel for my different like niches that I niches just kidding. Yeah, so I'm not going to make separate channels for everything that I'm interested in, because I feel like I have so much information that I want to relate to you all. And yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I do that, so you can stay tuned. Hopefully this video helped you out in some kind of way. All right, sunflowers, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey,
I think the last video I was in, I had a haircut.
hair update, natural hair on fleek. Yeah, collective tattoo video coming soon. We have to film that.
Buy my mixtape. Doesn't tell them the name.
I'm a pessimist now. Ew. Don't touch me. Oh yeah. He's cute.